Hey, good evening, everyone. Bruce Foster here, your host, Jet Ski Republic. Hope everyone's had a good weekend, and I've been pretty busy myself. We've had some racing going on at the weekend, so we're going to touch on that tonight, and we're going to have some talk about the SCX as well. So it'll be just a general roundup, and then we'll get our guest on tonight. So that video you've just seen was obviously Morn Durand riding up in Mackay area, up in the central Queensland area. I don't know if it's central Queensland or whether it's far north Queensland. It's classified. Morn, you might be able to shed some light on that. Is it far north Queensland or central Queensland? I think I've always thought of it as central Queensland, but I might be wrong. But I believe that's the Pioneer River or the Pioneer Way, and great little video. So nice one, Morn. We're hoping to get Morn and Rebecca Hales on in the next few weeks, and we're going to talk about jet skiing around the Whitsundays and Mackay and what it's all like up there. So we'll have some footage from that as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the roundup for the week. And let's see what we've got. Let me see. All right. That's all right. Give me a minute, people. All right. So. First up, we got this week, just a quick reminder for you all, the SCX Sunshine Coast Extreme events happening this weekend up at Alex Heads, Friday, Saturday, and we had Matt Connor on last week, talking about the whole event. It's going to be bigger, it's getting bigger and bigger every year, so help them make it happen. If you get onto you can get your tickets through the website here, through the Facebook page. Just click on the shop, and then that'll take you right through and buy it and get your tickets there. Get up there, have a great weekend up there. I'm sure the weather's going to be great for it. So that's the SCX. What do we have coming up? Victoria, they're racing this weekend down at Kangaroo Lakes. Entries are still open until tomorrow night. So they're still looking for people. Get your entries in, guys. Help the organisers get organised and set up quick. So more central Queensland. Thanks for that one, Mon. That's cleared up a little bit. I heard someone on the radio the other day saying far north Queensland, but I was kind of like, I don't know about that. So yeah, Victoria PWC, they've got their next round this weekend. Guys, as usual, with all the associations, they're always looking for people to help out, always looking for people to hold the skis. So, plenty of holders, plenty of helpers, makes light work of the whole day for everyone involved. So, if you get a chance, pop up there and take in what's happening with Victorian PWC. Just a reminder, entries are still open until tomorrow night. So get them in as quick as you can. All right, so where are we at now? Let's go Queensland. All right. Now I don't know if I don't know if the results have been posted yet, but probably not. I did ask if we could have them, and I spoke to Charlie this afternoon in the hope that we could maybe get them. But the guys are just a bit flat out at the moment, and they've just not had a chance to get it done. Obviously, they've got other things to do. They've got other lives to live. So we'll hopefully they'll be posted up on their website on this Facebook page just as soon as possible. Guys, the conditions were way better than they were before. It wouldn't be hard compared to the last time though. So I've got a little video clip here, so let me try and find it here. There we go. Just jump out of this one just now. This one here is this video that I've got here is actually poor Tracy Bennett in the women's race had a bit of a bump on the had a bit of an had a bit of a come off at the in the women's race. I'll post it up and let you guys see it. But let me see. There we go. So these are just some of the snapshots of her coming off the ski. Pretty spectacular, I must say. Yeah, and then she took a bit of a tumble. But I remember her leading up to this race. She this is the actual footage. So as you can see, she's bare flying. Yep. And I just thought I'd throw in the little. Did you guys see that there? Let me just put that back. I'll rerun that again. I don't know if you guys saw that. Let me just run it again. Doesn't want to play. Come on. It's not playing. Damn. What's happened there? Give me a second, guys. So let's see. Yep, there you go. So it didn't help that she ran to the start because she didn't realise the race was about to start. So she never had her proper equipment on. At one point, she didn't even have her life jacket on and had to be reminded by someone else to put it on. She never had her gloves, so she was in a bit of a panic. But she got a cracking start. And the crazy thing about this is she managed to climb back on and actually managed to get a position. I think it was third place, I think she got. Yeah, I was pretty sure she finished third place, so yeah, pretty spectacular, I must say, but she just came out of it unscathed and all in one piece, so good on her. Okay, so yeah, we don't have the results from the QPWC at the moment, and I think we're in the same position unless New South Wales have just posted them up. Oh, pardon me, give me a minute. Let's see. No. Jumping on the wrong pages here. There we go. Yeah, so I tried to get the results from. Yeah, they've not got theirs up yet either. What they did put up the other day was, earlier today, was those of you that couldn't make it down to the weekend there were able to get refunds on their entries, so that's a good result. It's just obviously take a couple of days to come through. I think I've got a video actually from Seb. I think Seb actually sent me through. Or I managed to get a copy of his video, so give me a moment and I'll get this footage, see what we've got here. Is it going to work? It is. I don't have any sound on this, but you get the idea. This is Seb Buhadurin, his ski and his footage. Well, it runs for about 40 seconds or something, but it kind of gives you an idea. The conditions weren't too bad down there either. It looks a bit hectic, but pretty tight. It looks tight course. Ha! Chris, you took one for the Sipu team. You're right. You're right. So. Yeah, so we'll their next round is the 1st of May. So if you guys are thinking about heading down to New South Wales, give it a crack. and see how you go. Speak to Billy Briggs, Carla McLean, who else? Paul Baisley. Paul Baisley was down there at the weekend as well after racing on Saturday at Redcliffe. And I believe he won a couple of the events as well. Again, I don't have the results, so I've no idea. And I think the next round for QPWC is, I think it's, yep, here we go, 23rd of April. It says to be confirmed, but I believe it will be going ahead. So I would imagine QPWC will be looking to get entries in ASAP. So be ready for it. Surf titles at the SCX on the 9th. Again, that's happening this coming weekend. I'm not sure who's involved with who's involved in those titles. But there's plenty of racing coming up, plenty of trick stuff coming up. So get yourself down there. Let's get me out of here, and we'll go back to our main screen. There we go. So tonight we're going to move on. I've got Daz Keal coming on, and let me just get him fixed up and ready to roll, and then we'll get him in. Let's see, where are we at? Give him the invite, and then hopefully we'll dial him in. Let's see what happens. Probably doesn't want to answer now. Told me he was ready about half an hour ago. Let's see. Come on, Daz. Where are you at, mate?
No, I'm here.
Have you got video?
How you doing?
You got video?
Yeah, I can see you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Can't see you though.
Oh, hang on a minute.
It's not coming through. I've got the audio, but I don't have anything else. There we go.
Are we in?
That's it. Done now.
Okay.
Hello. You're all good, mate. That's you. How
Oh,
are
you
you?
can see me now, yeah?
I can.
Oh,
How are you?
perfect. I must have a bit of a... I'm good. Yeah, how you doing?
No, but give me a second. I've just got to transfer the screen over. There we go. All right. So, how's things with you? Busy weekend?
Yeah, good. All good.
Yeah. Bit hectic with the. I believe you're up early in the morning. I was speaking to Charlie this morning. I had no idea that you were up so early to help set up the track, the course.
Yeah, I get up there about 6 o'clock and I launch. But...
Yeah. He was telling me. He's telling me he's up at 4 o'clock to get up there and try and get things set up, and I'm just like, man, that's just too early for me.
Yeah.
Are you all right there? Your picture's frozen. I don't know if your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm froze. I might have to dial out because I'm getting a lot of echo and everything.
Are you?
Yeah.
Have you got the sound on the computer as well?
Yeah, it was coming from my speakers. So...
Yeah, you've got the headphones and the speakers, which is probably why you're getting an echo.
Let me calm it out.
You probably maybe need to switch off your speakers.
Yeah.
You like the nickname I gave you, by the way?
Who, me? Let's try again.
Can you see the live stream, by the way?
No, I can't at the moment. I can now, yeah. Okay.
So you'll see the nickname.
All right, hold.
Teething issues. We'll get them back on. I've got some clips from Daz as well, so while he's trying to sort himself out, I'm going to show this one because this is what this one here was what saved my bacon one day last year when we went out on a ride. And believe it or not, it was actually a ride that we did as part of a fundraiser for myself, because Like I got diagnosed with MS, and we went out on a ride myself, him and Daz and Jeff, and then he decided to take me for a mangrove run. Never done it before in my life, so I'll let you see this one. Guys, give me a minute, I'm just showing the mangrove video.
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I can't see that.
And then your response at the end of it.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just showing it just now.
All right, well, let me come to you and I'll give you my tow line. You should be able to pull it out backwards.
Fun day that was. Right, where are we at? Now you say you're in. Are you dialed off? Oh, where are you, mate? Yay, there we go. Perfect. All right, mate. So how are you? All good?
Am I in? Am I in? I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I can. Is that me now? Yeah.
You're on now.
Good.
Yeah. Can you see me?
Hang on. I've got delay here, Bruce. I can hear you fine.
Yeah. We'll try and persevere with it and we'll see how we go. You're not too bad on this side. This side of things, it's looking all right. It's sounding okay as well. So we'll run with it and we'll see how we'll see how it goes. Okay. So, first of all, Daz Keal, tell us all about yourself for those that don't know you. Did you hear that?
Oh, I think I've got a. Yeah. Okay, my name's Daz Keal. I'm. Yeah, I've got a crazy delay. I don't know whether it's from these headphones. Let me just. Go.
It could be your headphones. It probably would have been better with your speakers.
Could be, yeah. I've got crazy delay.
You've got the delay on you, which is your speakers. That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Could be the headphones. Yeah. So I've gone speakers now, and I've used it.
And there's going to be a delay on the speakers as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Yeah. Okay.
You want to dial in. You know what to do. Dial in using your phone.
Yeah, I'll do it phone. Yeah.
Dial in on your phone, and we'll be able to do it that way. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Do that.
Give me a moment, guys, and I'll try and get Daz back on. Where are we? Oh, teething problems. Let's see. All right, let's try again.
Come on, it's got to work now.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. There we go.
Right, I think you're on. Yeah, there you go. It's on now. Right. So, yeah, there we go. Much better. All right, mate.
So how are you going?
Your internet must be pretty bad down there.
No, I think it's just the delay I had with the speakers and everything else. So I thought I'd be clever and put the headphones on, and then it was just massive delay. And you were speaking, and I was trying to respond, and I could see myself responding like a minute later. So that wasn't good enough.
Yeah. All right. Tell us about yourself then, mate. Fire away.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm originally from the UK. In the UK, I was I served for 10 years in the Coast Guard there, search and rescue, and I've been in lifeguarding and lots of other rescue services for many, many years, as some of the videos and pictures will show in a bit that I sent you earlier.
Yep.
But at the moment, me and my fiance Karen, we've been in Australia for just gone 5 years. And for the last 4 years of that, I've been providing a safety cover for the QPWC at all the race events, which is good fun. Yeah. So I'm part of the international P1 Aquacross and Superstock, the boat racing series. So I've done that all over the world. So.
All right. I got one clip that came through, and it was like, give me a moment, and well, hopefully this plays. Oh Jesus, that's not the one I wanted. That's not the one I'm meant to be playing. 2 seconds. Wrong one. There we go. This is more my neck of the woods.
Oh, this is Greenock in Scotland.
Hey, it looks cold, and I bet it was.
Yeah. Yeah, play it. Yeah.
Screw that. Nah.
Oh, it was cold. I think it was May time when we went up there for a jet ski and powerboat event.
Listen, it doesn't matter when you go. When you go up there, it's usually cold in the water.
Yeah, well, I took the fatal mistake of taking a 3-2 wetsuit, and my friend who flew over from America, he's on the other jet ski and he's wearing a 543, and it was still cold. Yeah, it was pretty cold.
Yep.
Up there that time of year. Yeah.
What's the other ones I got? I got a couple of pictures as well.
You'll have to tell me what it is.
These are just pictures that are scrolling through. So we've got the one where it's going to randomly go through a slide of pictures. So it's you and the PX Aqua, PX1 Aqua, and then there's some pictures. Yeah, the Aquacross, and then there's some that Jeff have taken in as well. So. Like it's just randomly just scrolling through them, so it's just you and all the boys. But there's some older ones there as well. So when did you start doing that?
The older ones are literally from when I used to do Zapcat racing back in the UK. So you see a few little Gemini twin holes flying around.
Yep, that's one of them. There's one of them that's flashing by there. Saw that. Yep. They look.
So. We did a race series of that, and the first event I did with them was in a place called Cardiff in Wales, and it was an endurance race.
Yep.
And it was an hour's solid racing, and we had 50 boats going round in the docks there doing that for an hour, which was pure carnage. Yeah.
I can imagine. And then there's the one at the start, which I've got. It's 2 crews in the rescue boat. There's 2 crews in grey dinghies. If you can't see them, it's going to be difficult for you to see it, mate.
Oh yeah, no, that one's Oh no, I've got it now. Yeah, this one was as part of we did all the training because all the crews. So this one has just come up. This one I was in Malaysia. I had a crew, another Welsh guy with me called Glyn Evans, who's a tow-in surfer, and he surfs Nazare quite regularly.
Oh. And
we went over to Malaysia and we did a 3-round event where we were actually training Malaysians. And this is
I think the bulk of the pictures I've used, I think they're mostly they may well be from Malaysia.
Yeah, this one here, that one's from this one's Malaysia. This comes up now. So this is all the marshals. So we went over there and we trained them all.
Yeah.
This one's from Watergate. So this is in the early days. This is early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then this one's with me and Ash. That was at Majimba probably 2-3 years ago. Yeah, this one's a little bit of air I got jumping in.
You're out quite a bit though as well, eh? Because you're riding around on a Spark as well, I believe.
Yeah. I'll ride pretty much, and I have ridden pretty much every jet ski. So I'm, I don't get into discussion which is better. I'll ride whatever I can get hold of, and
I'm not going to bring that subject up then.
None. I don't care.
One of the questions I would ask you though, what is there a particular type of ski that would be better in surf conditions compared to closed water? Like for example, like would you use a Kawasaki, for example, for the rougher seas?
Yeah, if I'm doing a longer distance, I'd use one of the larger Kawasaki's because they got the weight. Yeah. And preference in surf are the Yamahas because of their their ability to go through the waves better. But the Sea-Doos are fine, but you've just got to adapt. The current GTI, I've just got a 22 model GTI, a newer version of the one on the picture, and it's a great ski. It's slightly longer than the Yamahas, but it's a good all-round ski. It's a very stable platform,
Yep.
so it's quite good.
And guys, I might add for everybody that's watching this, that particular ski that's in the picture now is
Just
it's
sold.
actually up for sale.
No, it's just sold.
Oh, have you sold it? Oh, nice one. Well
Yes,
done.
it's
Okay,
actually
cool.
getting dropped off tomorrow, so it's sold. Both of them are
Oh,
sold.
well done. Well done. That's good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
So I've
Okay.
got two new skis with 0 hours on, sat in the garage, waiting to go.
So I take it this is an upgrade for you and Karen.
Just newer models, so 22s. Yeah, just
Yeah.
keep them rotating because
Yeah.
the last one got to nearly 190 hours.
Right.
So if you think about every event, I'm doing 5 or 6 hours sat on a
Yeah.
jet ski at
Yeah.
tick over. So it soon.
Are you working at the SCX this weekend?
Yep, we're going up the SCX. We're going up Saturday morning. We're not doing the Friday because that's just a freestyle, but we're going up there on Saturday morning, and I hope to have a crew of 4 out there. So I've got me, Ash, Tim, who did the boundary riding at the last event, and a guy called Marcus. I've worked with him previously. All these guys I've trained, so I've gone through the whole process of training them and getting them used to what's required in the surf.
We've lost your picture. We've lost your video.
Oh.
I can hear you all right. Everybody can hear you okay.
Okay, let's go back. Yeah, I should be back. I can see myself. Can you see me again? I'm not. No.
Not yet. Not yet. It hasn't come up yet.
All right. Well.
Don't worry about it. Okay, talk on. Talk on.
Yeah. Well.
There's a lovely picture of you there anyway. So.
Yeah. No, it's good, and it's showing some of the kit that I use, but a lot of. Jeff Lakeford of Nautical Image, he takes pictures and he just provides me with them all the time, and it's great for, keeping your supporters and all your sponsors happy, because being a marshal, it's really hard to get sponsorship.
Yep.
Because you never win anything, you never stand on the podium.
Yeah, there's no notoriety with it, and there's not necessarily a great deal of acknowledgement of it either.
No, but I've through my years of being in the sport, I've managed to get some good sponsors, and I try to keep them happy. Yeah. COVID hit a lot of the sponsors hard because they didn't have the products to get to us. Yeah. Some other people would just drop those, but I've just my wetsuit sponsors from the UK, and I'm in the same so I'm in the same wetsuit that I've been in for the last year and a half, 2 years, because they just haven't had the stock of wetsuits.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So have you been with them for a while then, even when you were back in the UK?
Yeah. So I've been with Seaskin's wetsuits since 2002.
Wow.
Yeah. So it used to be the guy who runs it is a Kerry Brown with his son Mark, and his dad Kerry used to work for Gull. So you probably heard of that company back in the UK. He used to work for them, then they split from it, and then he started their own company up. And they make wetsuits that are equal as good as the top brands, the names, as good as Rip Curl, as good as Billabong.
Now I do have one question. Are we talking about a natural material product, or do you know? Do you know that?
I know.
Is it neoprene, or is it an alternative natural product?
Yeah, no, it's a neoprene, but I do know there are companies like Patagonia that are creating, and some other ones that are creating like a bamboo style wetsuit. Yeah. So people that have allergies, they are suitable for them.
Yeah. Because we had, I think it was Mel Simon who had a bit of an issue with her wetsuits, and she was trying to figure out where to get one, and it had been mentioned to her that she could. I think it was Ulex was one of the materials that could be used, which is a natural rubber-based material.
Yeah, I did message her, and I suggested that, because she said, well, no one's going to send me a sample, and I said, go and put it on in the shop, walk around in 20 minutes in it. If you don't die from overheating, you'll pretty much know if you're gonna get that reaction straight away. And she took a bit on board, because the last thing you want to do is limit the amount of time you can spend on the water, because you can't keep warm.
Because you can't. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh well. So any plans to get out of it anytime soon, or you just love doing it?
I'm quite happy to keep training. At some point, I'll stand on the beach and I can direct things. Yep. So as a safety advisor and controller of the racing, because the years I've been doing it, I've just got a sixth sense, so I know when people are about to dive off. I hear a different tone in the engine. I see the ski manoeuvring differently. Like the one on Saturday, I saw it coming from. I saw it about about 2 or 3 seconds before it happened, I knew it was going to happen.
For you, for again, that's down to your experience. It's just it's almost like a sixth sense. You know what I mean? It's just like you can anticipate it's going to happen because something just doesn't feel right, or you can identify something that suggests it's going to happen.
Yeah. And then you obviously get the ones that, out completely out of the blue. But I've got a low pulse rate, and my pulse is probably 47, 48, and it goes up to about 60 odd when something happens. So
I tell you, on Saturday you did really well to get Tracy back on her ski, and she managed to get a place.
Well, I don't know if you spoke to her, but I would have got her back on a ski quicker if she hadn't tried to put gloves back on some water.
She never will. She didn't have gloves on, I don't believe, because she was
No,
standing.
she did. Yeah,
did she have them on? Because she
Yeah.
at one point she was standing under her gazebo, and everybody was lining up to race, and she didn't even have her back brace on. And Gabby was shouting, "You better get over there. They're going to wait a race." And she'd suddenly put her back brace on, and grabbed her helmet, and went to go to the ski. And somebody would say, "You better put your jacket on." And she was like, "Oh, Jesus," So she was never organised for it.
No, I think it's a lot of the racers. Because there's a slight interval, they'll just switch off, or they'll have a chat with their mates. And
that's what happened. I think
Charlie does as best as he can on the beach to get them going, but it's
you've still got to pay attention yourself.
You've got to be And it's like on the water. We don't, I get on the water at 6 a.m. I bring the skis around, we put the course in, and I have a little bit of a chat. We have a racers briefing, and then me and Asher and the others were on the water till the end.
Yeah.
So we're switched on, and when I drive home, I'm quite having a nice to have a little bit of a rest on the way home.
Now, I assume that you're always looking for new people to come on board and help out as far as or get involved with the water safety or marshalling type stuff. What's the best way to go about that?
Okay, so it takes a certain type of person. I'll be honest. I've seen many people turn up and be interested and see what happens, and they're like, "Oh, I don't fancy that," or they don't have the aptitude to learn the basic skills and then build on those skills, because I've been doing this for many, many years, and if I don't do it for a couple of months, I need to refresh my skills and practice and do it. But it's, as a trainer, when I used to train everybody back in the UK lifeguards, I used to be a lot fitter than I am now, but with my experience I can still get through a lot of the stuff now. So it's if you are interested,
mate, you're still a David Hasselhoff in some people's eyes.
Oh, mate, in my lifeguarding days, I've got a few pictures I didn't want to send through to you. I'm the type of guy who goes on holiday and I'll sit on the beach and Karen's sunbathing or sleeping, and I'm just sat there watching everything. I can't switch off.
That's actually funny, because I used to lifeguarded at the local swimming pool for a couple of years. And every time I'd go to Tenerife or something like that on holiday, you'd sit by the pool and the same thing. My wife's just like cocktails and everything. What? I'm sitting on the edge of my sunbed watching the pool in case something's going to happen.
I know, I'm like that all the time. And that's what people say to me, "Oh, don't you want to race? Wouldn't you want to race?" And I'd be the worst racer because I'm constantly looking around to see if anybody's fallen off, and I'd stop and pick them up. Yeah. So you've done
a bit of the wave jumping, though, haven't you?
Oh, I've done a fair bit of wave jumping. Yeah, I've been out with Jeff and Warwick and Tessa. I went out with Tessa's crew a few times because they had an incident and they weren't sure how they should be dealing with things. So I give them a few pointers, and I always say if you're going to do something that's extreme, always have a B plan, have your backup plan. Yeah. If you get to the situation that something happens and you're thinking, what do we do? And you haven't got that plan, then you shouldn't really be doing the activity in the first place.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's safety first. A lot of people do wave jumping with no helmets on. It's just crazy the amount of head injuries.
Yeah, I've never understood that one. And when we had Tessa and Fred and that on a couple of weeks ago, like Fred had a helmet on and he still ended up with that big gash under his chin. So
definitely,
it just shows you it can still happen. It's just got to be it could have been worse if he hadn't had a helmet on. It could have been much, much worse.
And then potentially, if he was on his own, he could have.
Yeah, exactly. That's why everybody goes out together. Yeah. So what I've done is guys, if anybody's wanting to find out more information, you can look up Daz on the Facebook page. He's got an Instagram page as well. I've put the links on the individual Facebook and Instagram templates so you can see what you're looking for. So if you want to ask him questions or you're keen on getting involved, then drop him a message, get in touch with him,
Yeah.
and he'll point you in the right direction. So,
But my best bit of advice is if you are interested in becoming a marshal or getting involved with any type of racing, is come along and have a look and see what's involved first. Have a chat with us at lunchtime. You know, we're very busy on the water, so don't be offended if I can't talk to you before the event. But at lunchtime, I normally get 10, 15 minutes so I can have a little chat with you.
yeah,
I like to just try and switch off for a minute.
yeah,
But come and have a look at it, see what you think. You know, if you can ride a jet ski competently in surf, I can show you the skills to be able to rescue someone in the surf. And you have a first aid ticket or basic knowledge of first aid.
yeah. Now the tennis ball exercise. What's
Oh yeah.
explain that one.
So the tennis ball exercise, as a few will know, like Kelly and Gabby and Brezzo and Ash even started on the tennis ball. It's a little exercise I kind of adapted from other training to build up your ability to maneuver your ski. You know, so certain tasks that you have to pick a tennis ball up with your left hand, right hand, and then swing into it with the back end of your ski without using your IBI, your reverse. And it just builds on the skills which most people don't have.
Yeah.
So it's really handy for docking, and you know, if you going to the beach, you're picking people up, and it's all the basic skills that you need to know and learn to efficiently rescue people, which is why we do it. And it's fun.
Yeah, it looked fun with some of the pictures and that I saw, and some of the videos that I've seen posted up as well. And I believe that same session you also had them the girls jumping off as well, so that you can get them back on, get them retrieved.
Yeah, because what I've discovered over here during the race training is there's pretty nothing about what happens when you actually do fall off.
Yeah.
It's all about you go around the course and you've got to hold on, and this is how you start, but there's no training actually how to get back on. And you know, I did an in-depth chat with the girls, and I said, you know, when you fall off, this can happen. You can get hurt. You're going to get winded. You're going to wonder which way's up. Your helmet's going to fill with water. Your goggle's going to get ripped off. And all of a sudden, you're in this environment that you're not used to, and then you're thinking, am I going to get run over by another jet ski as well? So it's a lot easier doing it at Marshall's Lake or any other lakes in environments, that safe environment, and then we can, you know, get them used to it, and we can slowly put them back on their skis.
Yeah.
And then they get used to it. So when it happens, you know, Carla and a few of the other girls that have never fallen off a ski, all of a sudden got asked to jump off the skis, and then we stuck them back on. And the ones that have fallen off, like Carla's fallen off once in the racing, and then I don't know if you saw her maneuver she did on Saturday.
What was that one?
She did a funny maneuver. You know, you see at the car dealers, they have those things with the arms that wiggle with their arms up in the air. The blow-up things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did that kind of maneuver where she let both hands off the handlebars, she leant backwards, and then both her arms come up in the air, and she managed to grab back on. So, yeah, she did well to get back on. But
that's good.
After she did fall off in one of her first races, she did come up to me and say, I really do appreciate the fact that you showed us how to get it back on and what it feels like to fall off.
Nice one, Daz. Nice one.
Okay. So, yeah.
So you're going to have a busy couple of weeks then. So you're obviously SCX this weekend.
Yeah, SCX is Saturday, and then
is it round 5 next week? The week after?
I think it's in 2 weeks after that. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 2 weeks. That's right.
Yeah. So and then so entries will come up for that in a couple of weeks. Yeah. So SCX is on next Saturday. Then in a couple of weeks after that we got.
Carla's just said, but I didn't fall off.
No, she didn't fall off. No, she did really well not to fall off. But I just had the vision of those blow-up display things at a car dealership with her arms flying around. So it was quite funny.
That would have been funny.
Yeah, it was very good.
And then I was having spoken with Charlie earlier on this morning about to try to chase up the results. He was saying that obviously you got the state championships coming up, and then you're trying to figure out what's happening with the nationals. Yeah,
well, at the nationals, it's going to be interesting when it's actually taking place and where it is, because I'm due a holiday, and a few other people are. So, it's be interesting when they actually do release it, and then if they require our services, that's the main thing.
Yeah. Are you heading back to Old Blighty?
We plan to go back in July, August, go and see my mum and Karen's family and a lot of the friends back in there, and obviously pick up some wetsuits and other things, and take some Tim Tam's back and all of
If
the
you
other things.
go,
It's the currency.
if you go back in, I think it's the third weekend in August, you'll be there for Boardmasters.
Yeah, well, when we used to live in Newquay, so
Yep.
I used to work at the Boardmasters, so we
Yep.
used to do that
Well, there
event.
you go then. You time it
But now
properly, mate. You'll be there
it's
just in time for it.
yeah, it's. I don't know if we want to go back then because it's. We used to live in a tourist town and it was just it was crazy. So we might choose to go back before that or after it. It's
Well,
like the peak of the summer.
we've always maintained, like main car, my car, obviously. We've talked about it a few times, and when you go back to UK for a holiday, it never really feels like a holiday.
No, it doesn't because we went back in 2018 for Karen's sister's wedding, and we literally for the whole 2 weeks we were just driving around seeing people,
You
and
spend more, yeah, and you don't get a chance to just unwind and do what you want to do. You're doing it for everyone else.
it was
Just to catch up with them all, you know.
So we plan another holiday before that because we've still got flight credits from American Airlines from a couple of years ago, so we'll plan on using them, and hopefully we'll find out when the dates are for the nationals so we can plan around that.
Better keep it quiet if you're going to America because they'll probably want you to work over there.
Well, that's why I had the original flight credits to work at a P1 event.
Oh,
and then
was
COVID kicked off. Yeah, we were going to fly into Vegas and fly down to Florida and do the Cocoa Beach event.
All right, yeah.
But then COVID came in, and so we were pretty stuffed.
Daz, keep your ticket for next November because we can all take a trip to Vegas for the F1.
Well, we were thinking that, but the American Airlines. I've just been speaking to Karen, and I spoke to them last week. They're only holding our flight credits till September, so we've got to use them before that.
Oh, and they only do the flight bookings at least 12 months in advance.
Yeah. But Vegas. We'll go to Vegas, and it'd be a good time.
Because me and my son were talking about going. We were talking about going. Next year because that'll be something else going to that one. Yeah,
well, we've been to Vegas a few times, but to see the Formula One there would be pretty spectacular.
Oh, definitely. That Sunset Strip would be in the. What is it? 2 miles long. It'd be just blinking you miss it.
Yeah, well, you probably see the picture on the wall behind me. Can you see where it is?
I can't. I don't have your video. It's not up. What have you got?
Oh, it's a picture of Damon Hill.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a framed picture of David Coulthard because my wife's a massive David Coulthard fan.
Oh, okay.
When he raced with McLaren, so I'm heading off down there this weekend with my son and my daughter to Melbourne. So
so that should be quite good. Yeah, I don't know why the audio's gone. But the sound.
Yeah, it's just the video that's gone, mate. The audio's fine. Yeah.
Well,
listen. What I'll do is I'll let you go, but before you go, we'll give you the air to shout out to anyone who you need to credit and thank. Yeah. Okay. So over the years doing this, I said you got to be supported by people to make things happen. So I'm going to big shout out to JSW Passports for the latest 2 skis that I've got. HydroTurf, Gaff helmets, who probably the best water helmets you can use. BB Talking, the Bluetooth units that go on the side. Seaskins wetsuits, as I've already talked about. Thonkers, a local, in Australia. Anchors. It's a brand I've been supporting them for a long time. My rescue boards come from Jet Tech, and the Salt Shift is what I use for cleaning my skis. And then Jet Pilot, obviously, for their amazing life jackets and PFDs, I call them. They're not really a life jacket, but Bobby at 239 Raceboat, PWC Doctor, he does the Versa plugs, and then Pro Rider Magazine, because they like to support. Oh, that reminds me, I've got there's one little picture which I've forgotten to post. What was the let me see if I can find that.
The Pro Rider article,
It was the article, I don't know if the hell. Where have I put that? Damn. A minute, wrong one. 2 seconds. I think I might be able to, I might not have it. I definitely had it looked out. I was ready to show it.
The dog.
Nah, that's something else. I was actually meant for the end, but I'll put it on there. I can't find it. What was the article? What was that?
Basically, it was Kathy from Pro Rider did wanting to do an article on riders and also on rescue marshals. So I put forward, it was basically my CV, but in picture and like a written format.
Yeah.
And it's all, yeah, it was going through my, service in the Coast Guard and the commendations I got for rescuing stupid people that do silly things. And
Stupid.
yeah, yeah. And
I don't know what I've done with it. I had it and I was going to put it on, and it's gone missing for some reason.
put it in a safe place.
Sorry about that
yeah.
one, mate.
Yeah, that's all right.
No worries. All right, mate. I'll let you go. And
Yeah. Okay. Next
nice-
time we'll sort the video out for it, and then we
yeah,
can.
nice chatting to you. I'm gonna get. We'll revisit everybody again at some point. So
Yeah.
I've got
Was
a few
my,
people.
yeah.
Got a few people
Was
I want to
my-
get through first.
Was my sound not as loud as Tessa's, or was I good?
No, your sound was fine compared to Tessa. It only be Tessa. That's what,
Yeah.
But the thing was, Daz, to me, it sounded all right.
Oh, okay.
In my headphones, but for everyone that was watching, it was really loud. And and that's what the problem was. But for me, it was fine. So
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, a bit of a strange one, but she was getting a bit too excited, which is fine. This is all right. It's understandable.
Fine.
But
Yeah.
we'll go through some people again. I've got a few other people I want to get on as well. So we'll get through them first, and then we'll come and revisit all again later
We'll
on.
do some. Yeah.
Down
That's
the
perfect.
track. We'll change things up a little bit. All right, Daz.
All right. Be
Take
safe.
it easy,
and,
mate.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll
Good luck
speak to
this
you later.
weekend, okay?
Yeah. Oh, hopefully the swell's not going to be massive, and we'll be fine without the onshore wind. We'll see.
Is it forecast for a bad one, to be windy or?
In a couple of the websites I've looked at, was supposed to be just over 2 meters with a 10-second interval, with a slight onshore wind. So it'll be interesting. We'll just say interesting. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you and Ash and the team then.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see how it goes. All right. Thanks for that, Bruce. I'll catch up with you soon.
Yeah, mate. Take it easy. All right. All the best.
Bye.
Thanks, man. There we go. Now I've got you on the screen. How's that happen? All right. So, give me a second. My laptop's decided to crash. Yeah, damn. I can't get my mouse. Bugger. Let's see where we're at. Alright, so... Alright guys, just a quick shout out again. We got racing this weekend down in Victoria, and we have Kangaroo Lake. Entries are still open, get them in. I'm going to finish up with this last little film. I need to be able to change the screen first. And I'm having a bit of a drama here, so give me a second. I need to figure this out. Not easy when I can't see the cursor. 2 seconds. Alright guys, listen, I'm going to head off, and we'll leave the show tonight, and I'm just going to leave this little video at the end. This is actually Seb, again, from down in New South Wales after the round 3, I think it was, competition at the week on Sunday. He's obviously finished up for the day, decided to take his little pup for a ride on the ski,